Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of great millstone. Salutations, you brothers, pushing this word, but you said with charity. Alright, I'm going to call it stay the course. Stay the course. Alright, stay the course. Alright, and I say this because we in times to where, you know, the wars, all right, the rumors of wars, which is the, going on. All right, it's a bunch going on. All right, we're in the time of, really Esau. All right, and his great deception is coming to its perfection. All right, with this AI and and so forth. So things are gonna get weirder. All right, I remember when things really started getting bugged out. The elder brother Kapatazar Capo, all right, kept saying, man, shit about to get weird. Shit about to get weird, and that's right before, all right, the C19er. All right. All right. Things start getting bugged out. All right. But still stay the course, like the scriptures say, in your patience possess ye your souls. And that's why you need to get yourself familiar. We need to stay on these prophecies, man. All right. And knowing the prophecies and following the prophecies, you'll understand when you see certain things. All right, you can kind of tell, you weigh it out through the spirit, like, this may, you know what I mean? But we understand that certain things still have to happen. All right, and don't just because something don't happen the way you thought it to happen or wanted to happen, you don't give up. All right, the scriptures say that they're gonna wear out the souls of the saints. Well, I mean, what the hell you think that means? You know what I mean? What you think? What do you think that means to be wore out? That means you're gonna be sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. What do you think it means when the scriptures say, all right, if the righteous scarcely be saved? All right, where should the sinner ungodly appear? For one, we don't deserve nothing. If it wasn't for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, we'd have been cooked a long time ago. All right, like straight up. When you read the scripture, Second Esdras, all right, it said it's one path. All right. It's so narrow that one man can go there in at once, and it's fire and water on fire on one side, water on the other. All right. And scriptures also say, if a man go through not these set perils, how can you receive this land for an inheritance? All right. Then the angel said, this is Israel's portion. So we should already have it in our minds, like the scriptures say, count the cost. All right. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai already told us that we was going to go through it. And that's for you sisters too. Mainly you sisters with husbands. Because there may be some things you don't agree with that he do. But it's your job to shut up, all right, and be a wife. All right. Be a wife. Be an example to these other women. All right. All right, not a girl, you need to leave that man. No, because then you worse. Because you calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and you still teaching, and you teaching women to still be disobedient to their husbands. All right. Who's worse? The one that's being taught or the teacher? Both y'all ain't shit. But the one who teaching is always worse. Especially when you're teaching false doctrine. You know? Now ain't the time to be getting tired. All right? Now ain't the time to be getting weak. All right? Like the scriptures say, when I am weak, I am strong. And how we strong? Because we know we got Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's how we strong. All right? Hey, look. It could be fucking worse. All right? It could be worse, man. All right? Things can be a lot worse. Just be thankful that we know Yahweh Shema Shai, and that when he do return, all right, and if we continue to do this work, like the scriptures say, blessed is the servant when his master return, he find him so doing. So that's what we need to keep doing. All right? What the scriptures say, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. All right? So we need to have in our minds, all right, hey, look, death is an option. All right? We might end up going to the spirit world, all right, and having to meet the Lord in you know, meet the bros in the sky. All right? But guess what? We endured to the end, man. All right? We endured to the end. All right? That's what we gotta focus on. Enduring to the end. Like the scriptures say, they that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. It's an endurance race. All right? And we've been running. If you're a part of the elect, you've been running for a long time. Of course you're tired. Of course your spirit is tired. My neck and my back, and then especially with all this wickedness at its height, man. All right? But don't give up, brothers. Don't give up, sisters. All right? You few sisters that's obedient to your husbands. Don't give up, man. Because trust me, you give up, you're fucked. Because, you know, one thing people don't understand is what's really coming. The magnitude of what's coming. All right? For the simple fact, when you read Esdras, the Lord told Esdras that he was going to save him out of it. But he still said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? He was so like, what the fuck? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? The Lord showed him the chaos. And he still was such in fear, like, Lord, how? You know what I'm saying? You know, like this shit, he probably seen grown ass 6 feet tall men in dresses. All right? He seen a bunch of kick dough. He probably seen a bunch of dreadhead niggas. All right? Ain't no telling. You know? But he seen it because he gave account. All right? A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right? You know? So with that, you know, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, Basham Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you brothers, pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Shalom and above.